This video will show you how to install Boost Auto Parts power folding and or power extending mirrors onto your 2015 to 2020 F-150 truck. This video applies to trucks not originally equipped with power folding and or power extending and shows you how to add the features with the Boost Auto Parts patent pending wireless power fold and power extending modules. This specific video applies to 22-pin trucks, which are those trucks originally equipped with the puddle light that shines down towards the ground and or the blind spot monitoring in glass. If you do not have puddle light or blind spot monitoring, you likely have an 8-pin mirror, which we do offer an upgrade for, but this video is not the specific video. Please reference a separate Boost Auto Parts video for how to add power fold and power extending mirrors onto your 8-pin truck. To get all the parts and accessories shown in this video, as well as other parts and accessories for your truck or SUV, check out our website at boostautoparts.com. Begin by disconnecting the negative terminal on the battery. It is absolutely necessary to remove the negative terminal from the battery. Do not skip this step. Using a trim tool, remove this triangle trim piece covering up the mirror mounting nuts.
You're going to undo the red latch on the side and then depress the tab and pull that connector out. Now we're going to go ahead and remove the two 10mm bolts and the two 10mm nuts for the mirror. Make sure you're supporting the mirror on the other side when removing these. Now just go ahead and remove the mirror. There may be a trim clip, so you'll have to pull out firmly.
Safely guide all of the wires provided on your Boost Auto Parts mirror into the square hole leading into the truck, then mount the mirror into place. Be sure to pull all the slack through, ensuring that no wires are left between the body of the mirror and the truck to prevent pinches. Make sure no wires are pinched between the base of the mirror and the truck. Safely secure the two mounting bolts as well as the two mounting nuts to retain the mirror onto the vehicle. Remove this trim cover over the door grab. Remove the trim plate directly under the door grab. Remove the 7mm bolts holding on the door panel. There's two behind the trim cover directly below the door grab, two below the trim cover that was directly on the door grab, one up at the top near the mirror, and then two at the bottom. Using a trim tool, release the clips holding the door panel onto the door.
Remove the handle lever here. You just want to depress this tab down here and it'll pop right out.
Remove any electrical connectors, then remove the door panel completely. Unplug the main connector going to the door module. There's a latch here on the front. Depress the latch and then pull straight down. Locate the harnesses provided with your Boost Auto Parts wireless modules, open them up, and take the red T-taps out. Place the wire from slot 1 of this connector into the jaws of the T-tap and fold the T-tap over until it fully latches. You may need to take some pliers and squeeze on the T-tap. Place the wire in slot 2 into the jaws of the T-tap. Fold the T-tap over until it fully latches. You may need to use some pliers to get it to fully engage. Plug the door module connector back in. You should hear and feel it latch. Shown here on the screen is the left and right side modules along with their corresponding harnesses. Note that the left side has an additional harness that the right side does not. The modules are labeled left hand and right hand. You need to install the proper module on the proper side. Locate the left-hand module and corresponding harnesses as we will begin installing them on the driver's side. Take the smaller connector with the harness provided by Boost Auto Parts and plug it into the module. Plug the second connector for the driver's side ECU in. Take the red wire from the Boost Auto Parts harness and connect it to the wire in slot 1. Make sure the metal from the disconnect slides directly into the T-tap and that the disconnect slides all the way forward. Take the black wire from the Boost Auto Parts harness and connect it to the T-tap connected to pin 2 of the door module. Make sure the metal from the disconnect slides directly into the T-tap and that the disconnect slides all the way forward. Lift the front edge of the door module slightly to remove it from its plastic retaining clip. Run all of the wires except for the solid red and solid black behind the door module. On the driver's side, you will have 2 black connectors and 2 white connectors. Pull the door module away and route the wires directly in to where all the connectors go. Take the door module and clip it back on. Plug in the white connectors from the Boost Auto Parts mirrors to the Boost Auto Parts wireless module. These are keyed specifically, so cannot be plugged in incorrectly. These white connectors will only be present on the driver's side. Also plug in the two black connectors, which control the power fold and power extend as shown here. Boost Auto Parts offers mirrors with and without power extend. If you purchased mirrors without power extend, you will not have a black connector with orange wires coming off the mirrors, so you can just leave the black connector with the orange wires coming off the Boost Auto Parts module disconnected. If your vehicle was originally equipped with power fold, your mirrors will not come equipped with a black connector with the blue and yellow wires in it, as we would have set your mirrors up for plug and play power fold so you can still fold them with your factory button. You will still have a black connector with blue and yellow wires coming off the Boost Auto Parts module, and you can just leave that disconnected if you're only using this module to gain the power extend. Install the connector from the truck onto the connector from the mirrors. It is important to note we do not recommend pushing this 22-pin connector into the base of the mirror. It's best to keep it just behind the trim panel. Bring the wireless module into position. It's best to tuck it right over here. Once done, be sure to tie all the wires up with the provided zip ties to keep them clear and out of the way. Once that is complete, trim the zip ties to clear the excess. When bringing the door panel back into position, make absolutely certain no wires are anywhere that can be pinched from the door panel. Reinstall the driver's side door panel. The door panel installation is the exact opposite of the removal, which is shown in great detail earlier in this video. When reinstalling this triangle trim piece, make sure all the wires are tucked out of the way. When you put in that bolt, make sure also that you have no wires behind the bolt. Once done, securely fasten the triangle trim piece with the trim clips included on the trim piece. Repeat the procedure on the passenger side. On the passenger side, there will just be one harness as it does not need to intercept the power adjust. The same tap locations apply on the passenger side, the red wire to pin 1 and the black wire to pin 2, however the wire colors will likely vary. After repeating this procedure on the passenger side and reconnecting the negative terminal on the battery, your installation should be complete. To get all the parts shown in this video, as well as other parts and accessories for your truck or SUV, check out our website at boostautoparts.com. You can test the module activation by selecting the left mirror adjust button, then pressing the left left, right right button sequence, and you should hear the module beep twice. With that, your installation is now complete. This next section of the video will go over the features of the product, as well as how to use the wireless folding and or extension functionality. Please note this video is filmed on a GMC truck, however, the same procedure applies to the F-150.
To begin, start by activating the modules. Do this by pressing the left mirror adjust selector. Then, use the left left, right right button sequence on the arrow pad to activate the modules. Once you hear 2 fast beeps, the module is activated. While the modules are activated, the mirror glass will not adjust. Once the modules are activated, you may power fold and power extend the mirrors. Tap the up arrow to fold the mirror out, or tap the down arrow to fold the mirror in. If your mirrors are equipped with power extend, you'll press and hold the left arrow to extend the mirror, or press and hold the right arrow to retract the mirror. To avoid damage to the mirror, be sure not to hold the arrow past the point of completion. In the event the button is held too long, a beep sequence of 1 long beep and 1 short beep will sound, and mirror extension will stop. You may see the passenger side mirror start folding or extending slightly after the driver's side due to the modules communicating from side to side. To deactivate the mirror, you have 2 options. The first option would be to let the modules time out. If there is no activity for 10 seconds, the modules will automatically deactivate. You can also deactivate the modules manually by using the left-left, right-right button sequence on the arrow pad. You'll hear 3 fast beeps once the modules are deactivated. Once the modules are deactivated, any left-hand mirror adjustment will be slightly delayed to prevent erratic module activation.